Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. So we are back tonight with round 5 of the Team Oliver Racing Classic DTM Sprint Round League, hosted over there on Facebook by Mature Racing Club. If you want to get yourself involved, get yourself over to Facebook, click all the like buttons, find this page, this post even, or go on my page and follow the link, it's on there. And get yourselves involved. Maybe next season. We've only got a couple of rounds left, this one and 2 more, I believe. So yes, round 5, live from Grand Valley South. So new one for me. I've not commentated on this track. Looks like an awful lot of direction changes on the back half of the circuit, which is going to cause these old school DTM cars to have some slippage and some slidage. So sports soft tyres, I think, is the order of the day. So that makes it a little more tricky as well. So let's have a look at points. So Philo, even after missing a race due to having a head transplant, he's leading the way with 214 points. Potter's in second with 201 points. Brinky third with 163 points. Ben Kimbo in fourth with 160 points. Gecko Racer fifth with 156 points. LVO Tricks sixth with 126 points. DIA 3SP Mart in 7th with 121 points. TOR Ace Killer, or Team Oliver Racing Ace Killer, 113 points for 8th. 9th, No Neck Monster, 87 points. We've got Fat Pickles in 10th with 69 points. Surfer Ev right behind him with 68 points in 11th. Riesta 2 in 12th with 51 points. Faithless Emo in 13th with 28 points. And Wintergraves 14 points. I don't think I've seen Faithless Emo in the lobby. Wintergraves either. I can't see Riesta 2. Surfer Ev, I think everyone else is. We've got a newcomer as well tonight. We've got Mocking Weeks. Welcome Mocking. Let's see how you get on with these old school cars. I think qualifying's just about started, so we'll get ourselves in the lobby. T-shirts and stickers available, people. Hit me up, darksmoker@googlemail.com. If you want any of those, let me know. Right, lobby. Sound. Right, let's have a look then. So let's just have a quick look who we've got. We've got LVO, Potter, Mart, Ace Killer, Surfer Ev, Fat Pickles Bro. We've got Brinky, Mocking Weeks, the newcomer. We've got Ben Kimbo, Distinct Philo. We've got No Neck Monster and Gecko Racer. So that's your drivers for tonight. Yes, so qualifying has started. Don't know if there's any penalties tonight, is there? Let's have a quick shufty at that. Let's get you off this view as well. Yeah, that's not a very good view, is it? Just looking at someone's dashboard. Let's go for a quick lap actually while we're here. So down the start and finish straight again. It's not a track I've commentated on. Fast little left-hand king into a hairpin coming up. Sports soft tyres, not even racing soft, but sports soft tyres, not giving us much grip. They light through here, and we get into the twisty turnies. A little bit of off-camera running through here as well. Can catch you, but it can also push you out wide. Big dip, be careful of that one through there. On board with Potter McPot, doing too bad at the minute. Seen a couple of drivers backwards through here as well. Zone markers going through, more twisty turnies, so not a massive great long track, but it's going to be difficult at full race pace. Trying to defend going through some of these corners. Going to be tricky. Oh, it goes a wobble on through there, Potter into the tunnel then. It's back out onto this start-finish straight. There it is, short little lap here. So let me do what I was originally doing and see if there is any penalties. Was there any penalties? Not that I can see. So 3 races. Race 1 will be 13 laps. Race 2 obviously 13 laps. Reverse being reverse order, reverse grid. And then race 3 also 13 laps. And grid set has reverse finishing results of race 2 as well. So 2 reverse grids for race 2 and 3. Right, that's enough for you, Potter. Gecko Racer in a Cosworth then. So the old school DTM classics. The RX-7. Get on board with that at some point. Got plenty of Mazdas, Mercedes in this one. Benz 190E Classic DTM. The RX-7. Distinct in a full black. No livery tonight, Philo. Surfer Ev, another Mercedes. Ace Killer deciding to go for the MR2 this season. Mocking Weeks, who's the newcomer tonight, he's gone for BMW M3. Nick Monster in another Mercedes. Again, very popular in this league. I'm not sure what it is about them. Maybe they're just good all-round cars, but you can see one of these drivers, big fat wing, big wheels sticking out of them. Proper max power in these things. You know. So why is LBO sitting qualifying out? What's going on here? He's saying he's first, but Potter with the fastest lap at the minute with a 1:10.9. Gecko saying third, but second, 1:10.9 as well, just behind Potter. Again, short lap, so there shouldn't be that much distance. Let's get ourselves on board with this screaming RX-7. Are you ready? Or maybe we'll wait till we're out the tunnel. Don't want to kill you lot. RIP headphone users, that could have been. Okay, we're out. You ready? It's still going to be loud. What an absolute noise. Does alright though, it's pretty quick on acceleration. Some of the drivers say they're really struggling to keep up with these on some of the tracks. Cheat mode engaged in the RX-7. So still leading this qualifying session. It's only 10 minutes, 7 minutes in. Gecko's come through, He's stuck in a 1:10.9 again, but managed to just pick Potter's at 1:10.9.04. Line actually, Potter. Let's see what he puts in. Oh, he's come in the pits. Okay, so we're not going to see that one. Let's get a fresh set of tyres on though. He might be able to stick another hot lap in here. Keith stays third, Philo fourth. I'm counting them like that because LBO's not left the pits, so I don't know whether he's had any kind of penalty from last week. Did you cause any chaos, LBO? Did you cause chaos? I might not forget. I see chaos too much in races, so you know some of it blends. Then currently sixth on 11.5, his fastest. Just get the opportunity for this one and one more. Fresh set of boots on as well. He's going for another lap. Pop back out on circuit as well. Oh, there's Surfer Ev. That's that corner I've seen a couple of drivers getting caught out on. So MR2 2 of Ace Killer. Duco heating, underfloor heating if you want any of that. Easy man. Best system you can buy in the UK. Apparently, I haven't got it, so I couldn't tell you, but that's what it is. Cartoon Cosworth then of Fat Pickles. 10th currently, 112.2 for him. I do like that livery. He's got Jurek smashed on the front. Oh no, it's Philo Engineering, sorry. For a split second. Like the Jurex logo. No, all black. I wonder if he's lost his liveries or it's just not loaded tonight. So then I'm trying to find some time. So 30 seconds left on the race. The pit. Qualifying timer. Getting their drift on through there. Has that slowed him down? Gecko's still out on track as well, putting in hot laps. Maybe not so hot if you slam it into the wall. Or getting it backwards through that very corner. Kimbo's RX-7 goes through. So, over that 10 minutes then the final lap marker shows up on screen. Everybody just waiting to cross the line then. See where everybody sits. Currently Gecko on pole. Again, it's saying LBO tricks up front, but he's not left the pits. There he is. Throws himself all the way down to 12th. So it could be that man. Oh no, Philo's come through. He's taken 2nd. I thought it was going to be Potter, but Potter's had to settle for 3rd in this one. Brinky still out on track. 4th at the minute. Mart in 5th. Ben Kimbo 6th, also still out on track. Little RX-7s. Fat Pickles in 7th. Surfer Ev in 8th. Ace Killer in 9th. No Neck Monster 10th. Mocky Weeks in 11th. And LVO in 12th. Again, sitting out of qualifying. Some strange reason, not too sure. He's done then. He's had to settle for 4th. Who was it? Ben Kimbo, who's still out on track. Oh, he's done as well. He sticks himself in 6th then. So that is your grid order for race 1. It is going to be Gecko on top spot, Philo 2nd, Potter in 3rd, Brinky in 4th, Mart in 5th, Ben Kimbo in 6th, Fat Pickles in 7th, Surfer Ev in 8th, Ace Killer 9th. No Neck in 10th, Mocking Weeks in 11th, and LVO there he is in 12th. Qualifying done then. Yep, nothing in the post about penalties. I don't see anything in any of the chats. Who knows? He's been a bad lad, LBO. There it is, Cosworth on pole then. Fend these drivers. It's going to be a fast run up to this first turn. They'll stay side by side through the first little bit. Just change that up as we run up here. They'll stay side by side through this little left-hand kink, and then it could all go to hell at the hairpin. Who knows? These DTM classics aren't the most stable. Can get a little bit backwards and sideways under braking. Official results then. Gecko on that top spot, Philo 2nd, Potter 3rd, Brinky 4th, Mart 5th, Ben Kimbo in 6th, Fat Pickle 7th, Surfer Ev in 8th, Ace Killer 9th, No Neck in 10th, Mocking Weeks in 11th, and LVO 12th. Again, be interesting to see how Mocking gets on tonight. First time in the league. It's, yeah, tricky setups. I thought we were having a 5-minute break in between. Maybe we're having a 5-minute break in between races. And not in between qualifying and the race. Change my view. Right, here we go then. Race 1 just about to get underway. We wait for these lights to go on. And then once they drop, we'll see them get away. Hopefully everyone gets away well. No false starts. And they're off. And a great start from Brinky in 4th. Now what can Ace Killer do? Gecko Racer do? Philo already stomping his way through to the lead. Oh, I think Mark got tagged in the back. He's been pushed a little bit hard into Ben Kimbo. Everyone clear of that first turn now, though. Philo leads then. Potter's managed to squeeze his way through into 2nd position. Gecko falls into 3rd then. Brinky firing across that bit of sand. Brinky in 4th. The RX-7 being chased by the other RX-7 of Ben Kimbo. Surfer Ev in 6th, being chased by Mart in 7th. Nichols in 8th. Ace Killer 9th. LBO Tricks making up a couple of positions. He's into 10th already. No Neck in 11th. Weeks in 12th, hanging on at the minute. These boys have had a couple of weeks practicing these things, so make it a little bit easier for them. They know how these things handle. Philo not getting away yet. Potter keeping it right in his sights. 0.7 of a second, still getting a toe. That's not a good view, is it, PlayStation? Having a little look on the inside of Surf Ev. Oh, not quite able to get his wing up there. Ace Killer gets his way behind Martin 8th, side by side with LBO Tricks. Just got himself past Fat Pickles Bro as well, makes up another position. Goes into 10th then. Neck, oh, drifted through there. Still just 0.9 back at the minute, not doing too bad. And then fuddling through here, let's get ourselves on board and go for a little bit of chase cam, shall we? Having a little look at the inside of Potter, after losing it 2/10 to Philo down here. Out of that slipstream range. Just keeps himself a tiny little bit. They've all strung out now then as they came down that start-finish straight. Great big line of cars. A bit wide there for Philo. Tucks back in though. Potter follows the same line. Gecko in the different car. Takes a different line through there. And they come then funneling through. LBO just nudging Ace Killer's rear quarter. Ace Killer quite tightly packed together. Pickles tucked right onto the back end of LBO Tricks. No Neck Monster 0.7 back. Oh, looks like Mocking's been backwards somewhere. He's 6.3 seconds down. Easily done. Oh, Philo's pulled a gap here. It's kicking off behind. Potter's got it wrong somewhere. Gecko's had a move. Inside through this sweeping right-hander onto the start-finish straight. Potter just carries the speed through. Gecko tucks himself right under the slipstream. Closes up. Does he make a move? It's not going to make it easy for him into this hairpin. Tries to carry the speed. That's not a good view either, is it? Inside line. Gecko not able to get past him. 2 RX-7s chasing down these boys. Potter goes a little bit wide. Gecko almost has a look at the inside. Could have been dangerous though. This is the tricky corner that's caught a few of the drivers out. Seem to be managing it now. All this battling is just allowing distinct Philo to get themselves on board, or not on board with him. He's 3.2 seconds up the road in his Mercedes. No livery, making it a little bit lighter maybe. Into the tunnel he goes with it. Potter still holding on to that second. Gecko third. Brinky fourth. The second RX-7 right behind him in fifth. Ben Kimbo. Surf sixth. Hart in seventh. His Killer falling a little bit further back. He's in eighth. No Neck Monster. What's happened to Elvio? No Neck Monster in ninth. Mocking up into 10th. Fat Pickles in 11th. He's just had some damage. Elvio's a minute down. Been in the pits. What happened there? Why has Elvio been in the pits? Philo then, 3.5 seconds up front. But, still being harassed by Gecko right behind him. Those RX-7s definitely involved in this fight now. Any kind of mistake from the two cars in front, and one of these little RX-7s is going to slot their way through. And Mart in the two Mercedes battling it out for sixth currently. There's Killer trying to get himself back onto that fight. No Neck Monster just 1.3 seconds back again. Only tiny little mistake from these cars. Positions change all over the place. Malcolm Weeks into 10th then. Fat Pickles in 11th. And yeah, no idea what's happening with LBO, but he's on an outlap. Well, it won't be now. Ended up in the pits for some reason, fresh tyres. A tiny mistake from Philo. That gap came down from 3.5 to 3.2, but also making a little bit of a break from Gecko as well. Maybe got his own worries with these two RX-7s peering down his rearview mirror. Screaming RX-7s. These direction changes can catch these cars out. They seem to be handling it pretty well at the minute. Different story as their tyres start wearing out further down the line. Brinky closing up. Yes, he is. He's only 0.5 of a second behind Gecko. Nice slipstream as well, running up to this hairpin. Ben Kimbo sticking right with him. Listen to this thing scream. Just coasted it through there. Getting a couple of wheels on the sand. Oh, getting a drift on. Cutting that corner nicely there, Brinky. Get the power down quite as early as Potter and Gecko in front, but still keeps himself within touching distance. Ben Kimbo keeps himself right there as well. Nobody able to go for a move. Maybe just all these little switchbacks just dive from one side of the track to the other without causing chaos. Mercedes obviously just quick enough on this long straight to keep Gecko Racer and the two RX-7s behind him. Mark's got himself past Surfer Ev. He's into 6th, Surfer Ev 7th. 2 seconds back. Ace Killer another half a second behind him. Closing up a little bit in that MR2. No Neck Monster still 2 seconds back. Elvio comes firing in there in 12th, but again he's 12th. Mocking 10th. 10.6 seconds down from No Neck. Fat Pickles another 12 seconds, nearly 13 seconds behind him. And again, LBO racing somebody but nobody at the minute. Look at this Philo now, 4.4 seconds. Just got a couple of worries to contend with though. Gecko, Brinky and Ben Kimbo all looking for a way past him. Brinky sideways into the tunnel. Ben Kimbo follows him. You can have a drift, I can have a drift too, he says. Mark just coming around that corner as well, 2.8 seconds down. If these boys keep battling, that might work in his favour. Not too many laps left to try and close that gap, so we'll see if these boys start getting heavily involved. All comfortable at the minute. Having a look at Surfer Ev. Oof, Ace Killer. For a different line through there, dipped a wheel on the sand. Oh, and then slams it into the wall through there as well. Lost a lot of time to Surfer Ev. Got No Neck Monster and LVO Tricks and close it up. Sorry, we'll just bypass Mocking Weeks. 10.3, so closing up on No Neck. Fat Pickles in 11th, still 12 seconds down. He's made up a little bit of time as well. And yeah, LVO, not sure what happened. You get punted into the pits, what happened? Right behind No Neck Monster in a minute. To Mercedes, a little bit of gain for LVO in the slipstream. Neck goes a little bit wide. LVO Tricks comes back to regain that, well, doesn't regain that position because he's too far down. There's a lap back at the minute, LVO. 4.7 seconds up the road though for Distinct Philo. Wing back on his car this week. He cheated a couple of weeks ago. Fizz, evening bro, how you doing? On time. Still kicking off here for second. Potter's still hanging on to it. Cosworth's been right behind him from the get-go. The two little RX-7s have slowly closed that gap up on these two. Rinky's on a move here. Just a little swing out. Gecko's not going to make it easy for him though. He's got the move. Gecko get it back into there, bit side by side through there. It's all about who's got the power on the run out. Oh, a little drift on there for Gecko. But he has. The RX-7's pushed his way through into third position. Gecko coming back at him. Brinky though, Ben Kimbo behind. I think, well, you could do that. I might be able to do that. Out of danger yet, Brinky or Gecko having another little look at the inside. It's that tricky corner. Now, can they chase down Potter McPop? 0.7 of a second behind. Can Brinky now make the move on him? Just nowhere to go for these guys. Absolutely nowhere to go. See there, Gecko had a little look down the inside as Brinky left the door open, but he just stabbed that throttle pedal, launched this little RX-7 forward a tiny bit. It's enough to keep him out of danger. So can Ben Kimbo do it? Closing up on Gecko, 0.3 of a second behind him. On board with the little screamers. Takes a fast line through there, carry the speed, just to get a run on Gecko into that hairpin at the end of the start-finish straight. There's a little bit of time there, just to carry this one. This one is around the corner. Back involved, Brinky and Gecko side by side on the run into the tunnel. closing then for Ben Kimbo. Goes closing up on Gecko. Make the move stick. Pretty much doing an identical move that we saw Brinky do. Side by side on the way through the hairpin. Managed to keep his wing up the inside here. Oh, not quite this time for Ben Kimbo. Wasn't able to get himself as far around the outside of Gecko as Brinky was in that previous overtake. Still knows what he's got to do now. It's not helped Mart out yet though. That 3-second gap is extended to 3.5. We are on to final lap now. Flipping it, that went a bit quick. Philo then into the tunnel. He's stomped away with this. Managed to get himself from second up front straight away, and he's just stomped his way around the track ever since. 5.5 seconds then as he comes up to the line. Race 1 win in the bag for Philo. Potomac Pot. Oh, did break that gap. 1.3 seconds then. He took second. Brinky comes home for third somewhere sideways. Gecko takes fourth. Ben Kimbo holds on to fifth. Mark comes home in sixth. Surfer Ev in seventh. Ace Killer wasn't able to get past him in eighth. There is LVO Tricks coming in behind him. No Neck takes ninth. Rocky Week is going to come home in 10th. There he is. Virgin in the DTMs tonight. Well, he's been well and truly thrown into the fold now, hasn't he? Fat Pickles then, he comes home in 11th, and we have already seen LVO Tricks cross the line. So yeah, no idea what happened to LVO. No idea. There he is. Philo Engineering taking race 1 win. So race 2, reverse grid. Let's have a look at official results. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if it throws up in the chat what happened to LVO. So Philo taking the win then. Potter takes second. Brinky third. Gecko in fourth. Ben Kimbo in fifth. Mart in sixth. Surfer in seventh. Ace Killer in eighth. No Neck in ninth. We've got Mockin in 10th. Fat Pickles in 11th. And LVO in 12th. So reverse grid for race 2. Always makes it a little bit interesting. It's also a reverse grid for race 3. Weather change as well. I think it's sort of daytime now, lunchish time, and then it gets afternoon, and then I think that race 3 is night time. So hopefully you've got your good bulbs in. You've upgraded your DTM Classic headlights from originals. To great big spanking LEDs. How you been then, Fizz? Anybody out? Anybody out? No. Getting ready for race 2 then. Again, just grid positions being set up. I'll be interesting to hear Mocking Week's comments on this league as well. Where's Ben Kimbo gone? Ben Kimbo, don't mess about. Get back in the room. Hopefully he's got connection. I think there's going to be a few minutes break in between race 1 and race 2. Again, the same for race 2 and race 3. Come on, Ben Kimbo. Has he gone to find a livery? Maybe? Has his connection folded? What's happened, Ben Kimbo? Yeah, so some good racing in the DTM Classics. They are tricky little things to handle. They're always a little bit squirmy on those sports soft tyres, not the racing softs. Ben Kimbo's back in the room. Good. Has he got a livery? Oh no, he's still in the same livery. Okay. Maybe it was a connection fault. Someone's found a horn. I can hear it just in the background. Who is it? Is it you, Philo? Who are you sending Morse code messages to? Come on. Was it? I think it must have been Philo. Stop now. Knows we're onto him. Just hear a little bit of hooting. So good, everyone's back in the room. Let them all have that little bit of a break. If you want to watch some POV, I think Surfer Ev's got his race running from his perspective. Don't know if it's child friendly. Who knows? I suppose it depends what happens to him. He has a nice clean race. Could be. If he doesn't have a clean race, if it's anything like my racing, when I was racing, other people mashed me up, well, you lot ended up knowing about it for sure. But I'm a good boy now. Don't swear. Try not to anyway. So I think we've got race 2 just about to get underway. I saw something pop up in the chat, that's why I came in the lobby. On track just to make sure I don't miss it. There we go. So, nonsense on. Race 2 just about to get underway. Reverse grid, so that does put LVO up front. Again, no idea why he ended up in the pits. Didn't see anything in the chat. Fat Pickles in 2nd. We've got Mockin in 3rd. No Neck 4th. Ace Killer in 5th. Surfer in 6th. Martin 7th. Ben Kimbo in 8th. Brinky in 9th. Gecko 10th. They're off. Potter in 11th and sorry, not LVO. Philo in 12th. Another strategic move by Philo to come in the pits, finish at the back of the pack. Do they all get through turn 1? Oh, there's a little bit of a wobble on. Was that Ace Killer? I think it was. Got a switch on coming out of the hairpin. Lost him a little bit of time. Side by side, a little bit of door banging with the RX-7 of Ben Kimbo. Still side by side through there. Just gets himself through. Unfortunately, that's left the door open. Surfer Ev squeezed past and marked past Ben Kimbo. Again, he ran a little bit wide after being side by side with Ace Killer. So kicking off at the back as well. Oh, Philo's in his livery. Okay, that's why I didn't recognise him. I was looking for the black one, but it's turned up now, the yellow and blue of Philo. Right, let's get ourselves up front and see how much of a mick take LVO's having. He is 2.7 seconds up the road. Just about to finish lap 1. Another strategic move by LVO, looking for points then. No Neck in 2nd. Look at them filing through here, looking for positions. He's Killer under a little bit of threat now. Fat Pickles and Mocking Weeks looking for a way past. Big pile of cars diving into this hairpin. Hart holding off Surfer Ev just. Ben Kimbo gets a wheel on the dirt. He goes sideways through there. So kicking off then lap 2. Kimbo's looking for a way past Ben Kimbo as well, side by side on the run under the bridge. Tunnely bridge thing. To this tricky corner. Philo squeezes his way through then. Oh, Fat Pickles is backwards. That's that tricky corner. He's spun that Cosworth round. Backwards it goes. A little bit of front end damage to contend with as well. And he's a long way down from the front. LVO then stomping it round 5.5 seconds. You know you don't get much coverage when you do this, LVO, don't you? Ace Killer then into second, no neck. Side by side into the hairpin. Ace Killer gets his way through. Oh! Not sure what happens. Martin's ended up on the... I can't even see him, it's not even giving me a cut. There he is, just getting himself back on track. No idea what happened. Just saw him getting pinned into the sand. So we got Philo and Fat Pickles behind him. Did Philo get tangled up with the Fat Pickles maybe? Or did he just spin himself around? 6.3 seconds up from then. Ace Killer. Queue of drivers looking to get past him. No Neck Monster first in that queue. Just 0.3 of a second behind him. Whoa! Whoa! Mockin hangs onto that Driftertron round that corner. Holds onto that position as well. Well, not a lot Surfer F could do when you've got a BMW M3 sideways in front of you. He's holding on to fourth, then Surfer in fifth. Potter in sixth position. Brinky behind him in seventh. Gecko in eighth. Ben Kimbo ninth. Past Mart into 10th, Mart in 11th, Fat Pickles 12th, unless it was Philo that took out Martin, I don't know. Cartoon Cosworth struggling in race 2 then. This Killer pulls a little bit of time between himself and No Neck Monster. These two have both pulled away from Surfer Ev as well. Surfer's managed to get his way past Mocking Weeks, in fact. To the pot now. Behind him, Mercedes ganging up on the BMW. RX-7 still tucked under Potter's rear wing. Cosworth still tucked under Brinky's rear wing. There's another RX-7 just waiting in the wings. Still together, 10th and 11th. Nichols trying to close that gap up, 3.7 down at the minute from Mart. But this man is storming around. Again, started from the front of the grid. 8.1 seconds ahead of Ace Killer. Still kicking off for fourth here. Surfer F being harassed by Potter McPotts. Hangs on to that one. Oh, carries a little bit too much speed into that corner. Sticks that Mercedes into the wall. Picks up some front end damage. Fifth then, Ricky sixth. Lucky Weeks loses another couple of positions down to seventh. Then Kimbo squeezes his way past Gecko then into eighth he goes. Gecko Racer now in ninth. Two, still 4.8 seconds down. Unfortunately, Fat Pickles not able to close that gap up, loses another second to this two Mercedes in front of him. Oi. Position swapping. Rinky gets through. Surfer Ev trying to defend from Potter around the hairpin. Rinky's carried the speed down that start finish straight. Oh, still side by side for Potter and Surfer Ev. Drivers waiting for their shot as well. Potter, Ben Kimbo, Gecko Racer. Mocking Weeks is still hanging on to these boys. Having a slightly better second race so far. chasing down the RX-7 and Brinky in front as well. Here is Surfer Ev. Oh, it's one up the inside into the bridge. As that left the door wide open. Potter with Pot now looking around the outside. Switching back to the inside. No, he's following Brinky through, using Brinky's slipstream. So he gets that position. Oh my God, where did you come from, you maniac? Then Kimbo catapulted himself along the start-finish straight. 3 wide into the hairpin. Absolutely bonkers race going off here. Gecko Race is still involved. Mocky Weeks has fallen off the back a little bit. Again, any kind of mistake could cost you here. Kicking off in front. Oh my God, look at it. 3 wide. Oh, we've got drivers sideways. There goes No Neck Monster. Brinky almost got taken out. Oh, 2 drivers side by side slamming to the wall. Again, tricky to get hold of these things. Mocking Weeks tucked himself back onto the end of this fight. Philo then 2.6 seconds behind him. Oh no, Mark's been tangled up with No Neck Monster. I think No Neck trying to get himself back on track. Oh, has nearly done the same thing as Fat Pickles. Oh, Mark has been tangled. Just been duped by Fat Pickles as well. Not having a great second race here, Mark. No Neck in 12th then. Elvio, look at this. 13.5 seconds. Lap 8 of 13. Ace Killer into second position. He's got a little bit of breathing room behind him. 1.2 seconds. That gap is coming down pretty quickly though. Pot drops that down to a second. A little drift out of the hairpin. Dragging the 2 RX-7s. Another Cosworth BMW. Sorry, a Mercedes, then a BMW. Philo's closed his way onto this fight as well. Oh, sticks that one in the wall. And that's the way, carrying that little bit of speed through there. Just going to be sure he hits it sideways. Pickles 10th, then Bart in 11th. Not sure what happened to him, but he just ended up going full speed at the hairpin. Ended up on the sand. It was 10th before you knew it. No Neck then in 12th. Again, I think he just got tangled up with Mark as Mark was coming back on the as No Neck was coming back on the track. Mark just ended up coming around the corner, possibly blind, and there's a great big red and silver Mercedes anyway. Elvio then 15 seconds up the road. Now Ace Killer is under threat here. That gap comes right down. Potter of Pot's right behind him. MR2 versus Mercedes. 2 RX-7s having a little bit of a punch up in the background as well. 4th. Inch perfect through there for Duco. Nowhere to go. Potter can't get the power down enough to get up the inside without the car sliding out. This tricky one. And that's the driver where the corner we've seen a couple of drivers backwards. Trying to this Mercedes up the inside of Duco. He's got a bit of a run on him down here on this start finish straight. What's the MR2 got? Do it. The MR2 just too quick. Closes up under braking. Hoping Duco makes a mistake. No gap wide enough for that Mercedes to fit through. Potter still pushing. The 2 RX-7s of Brinky and Ben Kimbo still in this fight. There's Gecko just on the back end. Philo's up into 7th as well. Oh, a little bit of door banging between these two. Potter looking for a run around the outside to the inside, but not to be through there. Brinky, little RX-7s, absolutely sideways through here. Gecko Racer makes a move on Ben Kimbo in the background. A bit of door banging between the 2 RX-7s, left the door wide open. Absolute punch up here in these DTMs from second back anyway. into the tunnel then. Potter still not been able to close the gap. Nowhere near as close as he was that last lap. And he has got a mirror. I'm just going to jump back to him. He's got mirrors full of Brinky. Close it up. Switches over to the left-hand side. Can he carry the speed into this hairpin? Just tucks his way in front of Potter on the run in there. Stabs on the brakes. Almost contact between those three drivers. Ben Kimbo coming back at Gecko Racer on the run through there as well. That's a move by Ben Kimbo. Gets that 5th position back then. Lap 11 of 13 here in race 2. A couple of little love taps through there. Ace Killer doing a phenomenal job holding on to this second at the minute. He's been harassed by an awful lot of drivers. For all these cars through here, obviously the drivers finding the sweet spot in different places in these cars. Oh, Potter goes for a move on Brinky, slots one up the inside, gets a great move as well. Ace Killer not having a great run through there. Unfortunately, that's left the door wide open. He's going to be running slow. There's going to be cars pushing their way past him. Brinky's through. Ace Killer trying to hang on to the slipstream, but Ben Kimbo's got it. Brinky having a look at Potter now. This is Ben Kimbo firing his way through. Ace Killer holding on to 5th, but Philo and Gecko looking for a way through here. Oh, Ace Killer, what happened? What happened? I don't know if there was contact, but a little bit of a drift on. He's lost a couple more positions there, unfortunately. And that puts the RX-7 of Brinky into 2nd position. Ben Kimbo in 3rd, Potter 4th. Philo up into 5th, Gecko in 6th, Ace Killer 7th, Surfer Ev in 8th, Mocking Weeks 9th, 3 seconds back, Mart in 10th, 14 seconds down unfortunately, Fat Pickles in 11th, and No Neck Monster in 12th. LBO just had a little bit of a boring race really. Starts lap 12 of 13. 19.5 seconds up the road. Sorry, it's just flipped over to the last lap. So nearly 19.5 seconds up the road from anybody else. Strategic move in race 1, put him at the front of grid for race 2. And he was just able to stomp his way down the track. Brinky then into 2nd as he starts his final lap. Ben Kimbo right behind him in the other RX-7. Potter in 4th. Philo in 5th. Gecko in 6th, Ace Killer in 7th, Surfer Ev in 8th, Mockin in 9th, Mart 10th, Fat Pickles 11th, and No Neck in 12th. Final lap then. LBO made it look easy. Still kicking off for 2nd. A very quick look at LBOs across the line, but I just want to keep an eye on this fight because anything could happen here. And Kimbo getting the wobble on through there. Oh, LBO does across the line then. Right, enough of that. Well done, LBO, 1st place, kicking off 2nd. Philo got a run on Potter. Everybody looking for the toe off everybody else. It is going to be Brinky that takes 2nd. Ben Kimbo's going to come home for 3rd. Potter's going to take 4th. Philo's 5th. Gecko takes 6th. Ace Killer 7th. Surfer Ev comes home in 8th. Mocking Weeks takes 9th. Mart is going to take 10th. Some waves and claps from the crowd as Mart as he crosses the line. No Neck in 11th then. Coming through the cartoon Cosworth, ended up backwards. Oh, and again up. That's how easy it was. And he doesn't quite make the line. He does now. There he goes. Yes. Some real good racing there. Really good racing there. Big pile of drivers all trying to make a way through into 2nd. Ace Killer, again, did everything he absolutely could to fend off that big pile of drivers, but Not sure what happened, but just wasn't able to do it. Wasn't able to do it. Tricks takes the win then. So, a little bit of a break again. Then we jump into race 3. That's going to be another reverse grid. Same track, same laps. It's just going to be night time, I believe. I don't know what that looks like on this track. I don't know if it's pitch black or you know, whether it's dusk. We'll see. Just dusk then, by the looks of it. Yeah, it doesn't look too treacherous, at least. Had to be a screaming RX-7, didn't it, leading the pits first. Whether it gets a little bit darker as the race continues, we'll have to wait and see. Brinky's decided now's the time to go for a drifter-tron. It's probably a good track to do it on, especially around these corners. Yeah. Mark likes a bit of a drifter-tron as well. We'll see if he's out on track trying to get this thing sideways. I think he gets a switch on through there. From the mark. So not this time. So you lot just might be able to see headlights on certain parts of the track, just like I can. Where was Ben Kimbo finding that time? How is he managing to hit this start-finish straight under that tunnel with so much pace? He's coming slingshotting his way past some of these other drivers. I think Philo's been testing the drift. Sensible. I was expecting at least a little bit of drift practice. Brinky will give us a bit of that look. It's a great corner to get a drift on. Hairpin maybe. He tried to light that back up. He's not having it. He's back in the pits. Weeks trying to get a handle on these things still. BMW maybe not the choice, mocking. Obviously these rest of these drivers had a fair bit of time pre-season to get the practice in and figure out which car they preferred, which you could set up best. And yeah, I think as you can see, the Mercedes seemed to win out. Nice livery though, I'll give you that. Little look-see at that, shall we? Duracell. He's got a bit of everything on there. Sneaky practice start from him as well. A little bit of a squiff on the way out. They're just a handful, these things. Again, on the sports soft tyres, just allows them to slip and slide. You can see a lot of these cars having double stabs into the corners. They don't quite want to go round first time, or they start to turn and then they stop turning, so you've got to jab the throttle or the brake, stab the steering again, and there you go, just like that. Starts to turn and then lets go. Flops him into the wall a little bit. What's going on here between you two? We're having a reverse race. Biggest set of 11s. Phew, right. Oh, not too far. Race 3 then. Headlights are blazing. We wait for these lights to go on. Another 13 laps here at Grand Valley South. Lights go on then. Fat Pickle's going to lead us out. Can he hold on to the lead into turn 1? Lights go out, everyone gets underway. I don't see any headlights spinning backwards. Drivers are already making their way through. No idea though, because all I see is headlights in the background. Fat Pickles into the hairpin. Neck in second. Martin third. Already looking to get past No Neck. Headlights. Surf in 4th and Mockin in 5th. Philo 6th. Potter 7th. Oh, who's that? No, that's Mockin. Mockin's not sure whether he got tangled up, but he's ended up backwards. Early on as well. It's going to be a long way down. Got any damage? Yeah, a little bit of front end damage. 7 seconds by the time he's got himself back pointing the right way and up to speed. So Mart has managed to sneak his way past. Oh, has he? Has he? No, he hasn't. He's run a little bit wide through there. It's allowed Philo's come out of nowhere to take the lead of the race. Fat Pickles holds on to second in that Cosworth. Martin third then. Looking for a slipstream off either one of these drivers. Now goes for the move. 3 wide then as they head up towards the hairpin. Mart just tucks himself back under Philo's rear wing. See what's going on through there. Mart sneaks his way through into second, almost got his way up the inside of Philo as well. Fat Pickles third, then Surfer in 4th, Potter 5th, Brinky 6th. I'm having to look on the left hand side of that screen because I can't see, I just see headlights. He's Killer 7th, Gecko in 8th, Elvio right behind him in 9th, Neck 10th, Ben Kimbo in 11th, and Mocking Weeks unfortunately 8.9 seconds down. Again difficult, oh, there we go, Mart smoshed his way past Philo, into the lead of the race he goes. Philo's now got a mirror full of cars. Oh, Fat Pickles ran himself a bit deep through there as well. Kimbo's got his way past. So Ev has also got his way past Potter and Pot and Brinky. Sorry, Fat Pickles is hemorrhaging places, unfortunately. Ben Kimbo, Ace Killer, all looking for the way past Gecko. All over the place. Ben Kimbo gets a little bit of a nudge. Not sure if there was a tiny bit of contact between himself and Ace Killer. Weeks pulls a little bit of time back. 8.1. Mark then into the lead. Philo got a mirror full of Surf and Evan pots at the minute. Mark's got 1.8 seconds of a lead currently. And pulling a little bit more time. Battle for second is kicking off here though. Mercedes, second, third and fourth. Key in that screaming RX-7 in fifth. We've got another Mercedes in sixth with LBO Tricks. Nichols in that Cosworth in seventh. Gecko in the second Cosworth on track, just sneaking his way up the inside in eighth. Hanging on to that one. Two Coddles battling it out. Ben Kimbo in ninth then as a battle for 10th. Ace Killer and No Neck Monster side by side as they run towards the hairpin. Ace Killer got the inside line. Gets his way through. No Neck in 11th. Then Monkey Weeks has pulled a little bit of time now. 6.2 seconds behind No Neck. A little bit more time, 2.3 seconds. Philo still second. Potter having a little look. Philo not leaving quite enough room. Brinky's got his way past. Oh my god. Brinky and LBO Tricks have got their way past Surfer Ev. Brinky to fourth then. Surfer and LBO in fifth. Surfer sixth. Pressure from Gecko in that Cosworth. Still right there, maybe a little bit wide on the run into the tunnel. Yeah, he does. He runs slow, falls off the back of Gecko under threat then from Ben Kimbo. RX-7 slinging its way past Cosworth. To 8th for Ben Kimbo, 9th Fat Pickles. Killer in 10th, No Neck in 11th, Monkin now 4 seconds back in 12th. Still only 13 seconds away from this man. Pushing hard there, Mark. Careful. 8 seconds, Philo starting to wind that gap back in now. Mark maybe making a little bit of a mistake, he's gone from 1.8 to 1.3. Chasing down the lead driver then. Mark gets that time down to less than a second and in within tow range as they hit this start finish straight. A bit close enough to make the move on Mart before turn 1. 0.7 of a second between race leader and second place Philo. On to third, gets a drift on through there. Brinky just half a second behind him in fourth. LBO still 0.7 of a second behind him. Tricky corner that one. Battle for 6 at the minute. Surfer got a mirror full of Gecko Racer and Ben Kimbo. Calm and collected through there. Pickles in 9th and 2.1 seconds down from Ben Kimbo. Ace Killer another 1.4 seconds down in 10th. No Neck another 2.9 back in 11th, and Monkey Weeks now just 2.8 seconds behind No Neck. Oh, it's on here then. Philo's going for the move. Mark tries to block him. Carrying a little bit more speed though up towards this hairpin. Who's got the metal to outbrake each other? It's going to be Philo. Mark can't get his way back round the inside on the exit. Just a settled 4th second for the time being then. right in touch with Philo. Bottom of the pot just in the background. Mark had a little look. It's a scrap on out of that one though. This is a 10th on Philo. Go then. Philo pulls a little bit more time through there, 0.7 of a second, gap stretches it to Mark now, slowly falling out of reach of Philo. A little bit of a toe up here. Pot also in third. Getting a little bit of a toe. Mercedes then first, second, third. Then 2.4 seconds ahead of Brinky in that RX-7. LBO slotting his way into fifth, trying to defend from Ben Kimbo in the second RX-7. So for Ev bolted onto the back of him, we've got Gecko Racer now tucked under his rear wing. Nichols under threat from Ace Killer into the hairpin. Oh no, sorry, past the hairpin. In 9th, Ace Killer right behind him. No Neck Monster in 11th. Looking Weeks, unfortunately. 3.1 seconds behind No Neck. A little mistake somewhere. They're trying to do what Philo did, get himself tucked right under the rear wing as they enter this tunnel. We're not quite close enough. Philo just able to carry some sort of extra speed through there, even while going sideways. Overall time over Potter, he loses about 0.3 of a second to the two drivers in front. No threat from behind. Currently another almost 2 seconds back to Brinky in fourth. And Kimbo has got his way past LBO into fifth then. And those little RX-7s just seem to have something extra about them. A lot of the drivers complaining they're just too quick. There's nothing you can do once they've decided they're going to go for an overtake. Right, alright, I'm just going to have to give him that. Surfer then. It's a mirror full of Gecko Racer. Gecko decides to try and lighten his car by taking chunks out of it. Gecko then has a little look on the run into the tunnel. Sorry, no, we're not into the tunnel yet. I keep getting these two corners mixed up. Surfer M hangs onto it. For another way through, tries to get around the outside to the inside. Sport soft tyres saying no, but he does get a good exit into the tunnel. He's right behind Surfer Ev, side by side in fact as they exit the tunnel. Mercedes versus Ford here. Ford wins out. Hard on the brakes into the hairpin, slamming it down those gears, gets himself into 7th, then Gecko, Surfer Ev in 8th. It's Killer 9th, No Neck in 10th, Weeks in 11th. Oh, Fat Pickles put himself into the 12th. Second behind Mockin. Then found some time over Mart, 1.5 seconds the gap. Mart as well has managed to hold that gap between himself and Potter, 1.6 seconds between those two. Potter, unfortunately, is having this little blue and yellow Mazda RX-7 ever so slightly bigger in his mirrors, corner after corner. 0.6 of a second down at the minute for Brinky. Screaming RX-7. That already 0.4 of a second behind the Mercedes, 0.3. Enough to get it into the hairpin. Potter's going to hold the inside line, but wait, no. Gets a good run out of there. Potter sticks his car in the wall. Brinky. Carry the speed through. Potter slingshots his way across the sand, sticks it in the wall. Brinky gets back up the inside. Potter might still hold on to the advantage through here though. Oh, he does. Oh, he gets a swap on through there. Brinky comes back in then. Still trying to gain control a bit, Potter. That allows Brinky through into third. Great bit of racing. Unfortunately, Potter just losing a little bit of traction. Still right in touching distance though. Great bit of racing between those two. Some traction just catching Potter out. Still kicking off behind as well. We've got LBO Tricks now 5th. And Kimbo in 6th. And Gecko Racer 7th. Now, here comes the RX-7 again, having a look at another Mercedes. Thanks, LBO. The Mercedes, sorry, the Cosworth. Oh, contact. LBO Tricks. A little bit of door banging. Pushing his way through a tiny bit. Almost taking out the rear quarter of Ben Kimbo on the way through there as well. We're going to see it all again. Lap 12 of 13. Ben Kimbo runs wide through there. Can he hold the line into this next part of the course? Yes, he can. But Gecko gets a swap on out of there as well. That gives Ben Kimbo a tiny bit of breathing room. But both drivers have fallen off the back of LBO Tricks. To the tunnel. So back up front then as we come to start this final lap. It is Philo currently leading 3.7 seconds over Mart, who's in second. He's got 3.3 seconds over Brinky in the RX-7. Bottom pot corner 3/4 of a second behind him in 4th. LBO Tricks behind him in 5th, but Ben Kimbo right behind him in 6th. As well, 7th. Real good battle then. 3rd place backwards. Everyone looking to catch Brinky at the minute. Surfer Ev in 8th. It's Killer 9th. No Neck Monster in 10th. Mocking Weeks 10.9 seconds down in 11th. And Fat Pickles 3.2 seconds behind him. A little bit of damage on board for Fat Pickles. In the wall somewhere. I wonder if he tried to handbrake it into the line, thinking it was time over, and he managed to cross the line. Possibly. So into the tunnel then for the final time for Philo. He's got a 4.1 second lead over Mart. Get a little bit feisty on the way through here, but got himself on front. Mart as well. Just get his way up front. Oh, Philo then crosses the line, takes the win. Mart again managed to get his way up front quite early and held on to that lead for a fair old amount of time. Got piled on by Philo, and Philo taking the win in the end. Brinky takes 3rd, then Potter comes home in 4th. Real good battle for 3rd place and backwards. LBO Tricks in 5th. Ben Kimbo involved in that one as well in 6th. Gecko Racer in 7th. Not quite able to get his way properly involved in that one. Surfer Ev ended up a couple of seconds back in 8th. Again, same for Ace Killer in 9th. No Neck Monster takes 10th. Mocking Weeks comes home in 11th. Absolutely on fire and sideways. And I think this is what Fat Pickles tried to do last lap and crossed the line with seconds to spare and had to do another lap with crash damage. And there you go. Another Philo Engineering on the top spot tonight. 2 wins for him, 1 for LBO Tricks. It's going to extend Philo's lead in the championship. Let's see what it does to points next week. That was round 5. Is that it? Have we done 3 races? We've done 3 races. Yeah. All just seemed to go a little bit quick, that's all. But yeah, that was round 5 of the Team Oliver Racing Classic DTM Sprint League. Again, absolute punch-ups here in these things. They're loose. You can see how close they are by the time they come to the end of the race. They're still all packed together. Apart from those odd 1 or 2 drivers who just managed to avoid any kind of contact or you know, chaos, and are able to just disappear down the road. So yes, that's it for round 5. I am back on Monday night at 8 o'clock with the next round of the, I think it's round 4 of the DSC's Premier League. We've got the GT World Series starting at the in the beginning of June, and we've got GTT CC coming in July as well, end of July. So keep your ears to the ground for that. But that's it for me tonight. Again, back on Monday night at 8 o'clock for the DSC Premier League, and same time, same place next week for round 6 of the Team Oliver Racing Classic DTM Sprint that you've just been watching. Again, absolute punch-ups here. Definitely worth a watch. So yeah, that's it from me. I hope you've all liked what you've watched. If you have, give it a like, a subscribe, and all that sort of stuff. Most of all, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.